Kidney failure happens to many different people for many different reasons. Each person needs to take an active role in their own care and in making decisions about which treatment option is best for them.
This program is about people just like you and reviews the choices they've made about their treatment options so you can better understand how to make your own choice.
We will learn about dialysis, a treatment that removes waste and excess fluid from your body, and about the different kinds of dialysis. We will also learn about kidney transplants, which may be an option for you. You are the most important member of your healthcare team, but remember, you are never alone. You'll have the supports and guidance of a whole group of people, your family and friends, plus professionals such as your doctor, nurse, dietitian, and other medical team members.
You may also have the support of self-help groups. This team will help you and your family get the best possible medical care and emotional support. And if you need them, they'll be there to advise you, answer your questions, and respond to any of your concerns.
Problems with your kidneys are probably not new to you. You may already be taking medications and eating a special diet. But now, because your kidneys no longer function properly, you need to work with your healthcare team and pick the treatment option that best matches your lifestyle and physical needs.
Understanding how these treatments work will be easier for you if you know a little bit about the kidneys and what they do.
Most people have two kidneys, one located on either side of the spine. The major role of kidneys in your body is to clean your blood. Each kidney has over 1 million processing units called nephrons. As the blood travels through these nephrons, water, salt, and other waste are removed from your body. But cleaning the blood isn't the only job your kidneys do. They also help balance body fluid and chemical levels, keep substances your body needs, and release hormones that help regulate blood pressure, make red blood cells, and help maintain healthy bones.
Now that you know all the kidneys do, you can understand why you feel so poorly when your kidneys are no longer working properly. Toxic wastes start to build up in the blood. Fluid collects, causing tissue swelling, lung congestion, and high blood pressure. You'll feel tired or weak and lose your appetite. Here's how some people describe their experience.
When I first learned that I developed end-stage renal disease, naturally I was quite shocked, thought that my lifestyles were going to truly end.
I got sick, I couldn't breathe, and I was talking like I had was goggling with something.
I actually went to the doctor because I was having leg cramping at night, and they did some blood workup, and next thing I knew, I was one of those patients with kidney disease.
I had a knee problem, and I went to the hospital, worried about my knee, and then come to find out I had hypertension, and hypertension led to me having kidney failure.
I knew how serious it was, and it's a hereditary problem in my family.
First, I just felt really bad, I'm like, I was shocked.
What is happening to you is called chronic kidney disease, which may lead to chronic kidney failure. While causes vary, some of the most common causes of chronic kidney disease are diabetes. Over 40% of all patients are diabetic. High blood pressure, glomerulonephritis, and a hereditary disease called polycystic kidney disease. In some cases, the loss of kidney function will be gradual. In other cases, more abrupt. But once your kidneys fail, you'll need to choose a treatment method in order to stay healthy and to continue to lead an active lifestyle. While non-treatment is also an option, the non-treatment choice will eventually lead to death.
But I couldn't see myself living on dialysis, It took a little time for me to come to terms with myself as an individual to be living on dialysis, because I seen what my father went through, and I didn't figure I could go through that myself.
When I first found out that I was going to need dialysis because of kidney failure, I was very upset and I was very angry. I decided to take all the negative emotions and energy that I had and turn it into something positive for myself, and decided to do some research, investigation, and find out what was the best treatment option for me.
Now I don't miss a day because I know how vital it is to you.
I do lead a very active lifestyle. I think you can live around dialysis. It helps you to live and to live well.
I actually feel like I've never been sick a day in my life. My health it's at its all-time high.
If I do feel ill because of maybe a buildup of toxins, maybe from eating or intake of too much fluids, I do know for a fact that I will definitely feel better after hemodialysis.
It's just something I need to do that day. As far as like brushing your teeth and getting ready in the morning, doing my treatment is just something that just needs to be done, and I just go on with my life.
It's just amazing. It's like a miracle to me that I could come this far, and it's just so much a part of my life now that I don't even look at it as being, you know, a big deal.
It makes me feel better because, you know, I just like the way I can take care of myself. And, you know, it just makes me feel, you know, knowing that I'm taking care of myself, it just motivates me even better.
There are two treatment options: dialysis, a way to remove waste products and excess water from your blood, and kidney transplantation, an operation which places a healthy kidney into your body. Let's review dialysis and transplantation options in more detail.
Dialysis is a method of cleaning the blood to remove waste products and excess water. It replaces some of the functions of normal kidneys. There are two different kinds of dialysis. The first kind is called hemodialysis. In hemodialysis, blood is continuously pumped outside of your body to a machine. The machine cleanses the blood by pumping it through a filter called a dialyzer, and then returns the blood to your body. Only a small amount of blood is out of the body at one time. To receive treatment, a permanent access to the bloodstream will be created, usually in your forearm. 2 needles will be inserted during your hemodialysis treatment. One will withdraw the blood for cleansing. The other needle will return the filtered blood to your body. Hemodialysis is most often done in a dialysis center. This process typically takes 4 hours and is usually done 3 times a week. Additional time is spent before and after each treatment to prepare you for dialysis and your return home. In the dialysis center, a nurse or other professional will put you on the dialysis machine, monitor you during your treatment, and take you off the machine when you're done.
Home hemodialysis is another way to do hemodialysis. Instead of traveling to a dialysis unit 3 times a week, a person on home hemo is able to dialyze at home. Some hemodialysis patients dialyze at night to continue employment during the day. Although much of the work involved with hemodialysis can be done without assistance, most home hemodialysis programs insist that a partner be present during the treatments. The home must have enough space to place the machine, electrical outlets, and access to a source of water. Many patients use the time during hemodialysis to read or watch television. Let's hear from some patients who chose hemodialysis.
I like hemodialysis because I can go for the 3 hours and read a book, or in the winter I knit. Sometimes I take a nap. The 3 hours goes by quickly. When it's finished, then you go about your daily life, whatever you want to do. I have 9 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren, and they are fun. I love to do things with them. I'm an antique collector. I like to go to flea markets. I like to go to estate sales. I love my lawnmower. I can do just about anything. I knew that I didn't have the training, and I knew that I didn't trust myself. And I would prefer that someone else who does have the training and does have the experience to do this for me.
Basically, hemodialysis, a lot of people are afraid to go on hemodialysis because they're afraid they're going to be tied to a machine or a particular clinic. In all actuality, yes, I am on a machine and go to a clinic 3 times a week for 4 hours. The rest of the time, I am freed up to do whatever activities I desire to do and try to keep active doing that, and also try not to hinder myself or be afraid to travel. There are dialysis clinics throughout the United States, and I am able to travel, and I am able to maintain a lot of outdoor activities in different parts of the country.
I chose hemodialysis because you have the health providers there on the spot. You have a nurse, you have technicians, and they're there if anything go wrong, they're on top of the situation. You know, I have 5 girls and 3 boys, and they keep me going. I'd be ready to do anything. I mean, just because I'm on dialysis, that don't mean that I can't do just as much as you do.
There are many reasons why hemodialysis may be the appropriate form of treatment for you. A staff member performs the treatment, although you still need to watch your diet and take your medications. You'll have regular contact with other patients and staff in the unit. Usually, you'll have a regular schedule of 3 treatments per week. There's no equipment or supplies to store at home. There are some reasons that hemodialysis may not be appropriate for you. Unless you're doing home hemodialysis, you'll need to travel to the center. There's often limited flexibility to change your schedule. There are 2 needles inserted per treatment, and you'll have certain diet and fluid restrictions. Another form of dialysis is called peritoneal dialysis. This form of dialysis occurs inside the body and is performed as a home therapy. PD uses your peritoneal membrane, the lining of your abdomen, as a filter. For this kind of dialysis, a tube called a catheter is surgically placed through the wall of your abdomen. This site is near the navel. About 3 to 4 inches of the catheter extends out of the body. This catheter is a permanent access for PD. During treatment, a special solution flows through the catheter into your peritoneal cavity. While the solution remains in your peritoneal cavity, waste products and excess fluid pass from the blood through the peritoneal membrane into the dialysis solution. Your peritoneal membrane acts as the filtering device, similar to the dialyzer in hemodialysis or to your own kidneys. After a certain number of hours, the solution is drained through the catheter and out of the peritoneal cavity. The used solution, which contains waste and excess fluid, is then replaced with fresh solution. You disconnect and discard the bags and are now free to go about your day. Let's hear from some patients who have chosen PD as their form of treatment.
I'm very glad I chose PD. Once I learned the procedure, the convenience, being able to do it at home, not having to go to a clinic a couple hours, several days a week, it's just really worked out great for me. When people see me now as opposed to a year ago, they're just like, oh my God, you look so good. I take it as a compliment because I tell them I feel as good as I look. PD frees me to do basically what I've always done, go where I want to go, when I want to go. The biggest improvement I've had since I'm on dialysis is blood pressure. I was on 3 medications when I first started dialysis, And within 3 weeks, I was off of all my medication, and I haven't had to take it since then. But the most important thing, it's doing exactly what it should be doing, and that's the best part of all.
My catheter, at first when I got it put in, looked weird, felt weird. Something new, something different, foreign objects, you know, you have that sticks out of your body. When you're intimate, you have certain situations where you need to adjust your catheter, you need to tape your catheter, make sure that your catheter is secure. It has become part of who I am. It's just part of my body. It's like another extremity, and it doesn't bother me at all anymore.
I like PD because every day I feel better and better. There's no up and down, no dragging, slowing yourself down. It just, PD just makes me energized more and more each day. The things that I love to do, it frees me up to do those things. I still can get out there and play with the best of them, so no problem with that. Just, you know, my disease hasn't slowed me down at all. I'm a chef, and I love food. Basically, I can just about eat anything I want, but just stay away from high phosphorus food. I used to love making this strawberry cheese blesses, and at first I couldn't have them, but now since I've been on PD, I just cook them just about once or twice a week, and I just really sit back and just really enjoy it. Well, like I say, if you're going through what I'm going through, all you got to do is stay focused, take your medicine daily, and do what the doctors tell you to do. And then in the long run, you'll feel 100% better.
There are two kinds of peritoneal dialysis. One is done manually by you, and the other is done by machine. The manual method is called Continuous Ambulatory Peritoneal Dialysis, or CAPD. In CAPD, you connect your transfer set to a bag of sterile dialysis solution. After you drain your used solution, you will then fill your peritoneal cavity with fresh solution and discard the empty bag and tubing. Only the catheter and a small tube called a transfer set remain attached. This procedure is called an exchange. The number of exchanges per day and length of time per exchange varies per person, but usually CAPD is performed 4 times a day. Each exchange takes about 1/2 hour to perform. Special devices can help those who have problems seeing or have problems using their hands. The second kind of peritoneal dialysis is automated peritoneal dialysis, or APD. It's done at home at night while you sleep. Before going to bed, you attach the tubing and solution bags to the machine. Then you connect the tubing to your peritoneal catheter. The machine automatically performs your dialysis treatment, making several exchanges throughout the night. In the morning, you can disconnect from the machine and go about your day. Most patients will leave dialysis solution in the peritoneal cavity during the day. The peritoneal cavity for most adults can hold about 2 to 3 quarts of fluid.
There are several reasons why peritoneal dialysis may be the treatment option best suited for you. You can be very responsible for your own care. With CAPD, you have more flexibility in scheduling your daily treatment times. If you are doing APD, most of your dialysis is done during the night while you are sleeping. With PD, there are fewer diet restrictions. You'll require fewer trips to the clinic, typically once a month, although your needs may vary. A PD treatment does not require needles, only a connection to the catheter. An advantage of PD is that it may give you better control of your blood pressure, since PD is continuous and excess fluid should not build up in your body. There are some reasons, though, that peritoneal dialysis may not be appropriate for you. With PD, you are responsible for your own care. For CAPD, you must perform your prescribed number of exchanges each day, every day. For APD, you must connect to the machine nightly. Because peritoneal dialysis is done at home, you must also have an area in your home designated for storage of your supplies and for your machine if on APD. Peritoneal dialysis solution contains glucose, which is absorbed into your body, sometimes resulting in weight gain.
Another treatment option is transplantation.
A kidney transplant is an operation which replaces the function of your own kidneys with a kidney furnished by another person. During the operation, a healthy donated kidney is placed under the abdominal muscles near your hip bone. In some cases, the non-working kidneys may be removed to control infection or high blood pressure. Transplantation is the natural solution to kidney failure.
The wait for a healthy kidney could be as short as a few weeks or as long as 2 years or more. This depends on kidney availability and the tissue match with the donor.
Transplanted kidneys come from two sources: living donors, such as family members or even non-related persons, or from people who decide to donate their organs when they die.
Now, we'll hear from several patients who have chosen transplantation as their treatment modality.
When I got the phone call that there was a kidney available for me, it was actually midnight on a Saturday night. The phone rang, and you know how you get those calls in the middle of the night that, oh my God, something's wrong and somebody's in trouble or someone's hurt. And it was the hospital. My husband answered it, and he said, it's a nurse from Freighter. She wants to talk to you. And I sat up in bed, and I remember thinking, I must be dreaming. When he said, there's a kidney for you, I remember I must be dreaming.
They were like, well, we got some news for you. And I'm like, okay, whatever, just tell me so I can get on the machine. And so they were like, we got a kidney that came in for you this morning. And I was like, get out of here, you just gotta be joking.
Thank you is just not a big enough word to truly explain or express to these people the wonderful gift that they've given me. They gave me my life back.
A couple adjustments I had to make. One was medication. And the reason I say that is the amount of medication that I had to take. Mentally, it can overwhelm you. But I kind of got used to it. So it was something I wanted to get used to versus being on dialysis. And another adjustment was diet. They really emphasized diet, you know. So I still stayed away from the ice cream and little stuff like that. But it was worth it.
People are very shocked when they find out I'm a transplant recipient. And I think that's because I am so healthy. I sometimes stop when I'm out shopping with my daughter or riding our bikes, and I reflect on doing the exact same thing several years ago before my transplant. It means the world to me to be able to maintain an active lifestyle, to be able to go for a walk. The lighthouse is about 2 hours there, 2 hours back, and just to be able to do that, I couldn't have done that years ago.
I believe there's nothing I can't do. I have the strength to do anything I set my mind to. Since the transplant, I have actually gained about 100% of my strength back. It was kind of uphill along the way, getting back to normal, and then when that boost of energy started coming, I'm like, whoa, what is this? There's no limitations. That's just how wonderful I feel.
I'm just like a normal person. I can garden. I got to watch my daughter grow up, graduate from high school. She's in college now. I'm back in school. I'm finishing my degree, which is something that kind of got sidelined when I got sick. My husband and I have a Harley Davidson, and so we go on bike trips with friends. I'm working full-time at a job and at a company I enjoy working for, so I'm very fortunate.
One of the reasons why I have no regrets for receiving a transplant is a second chance at life. That chance and an opportunity for life again. The gift of life.
There are some reasons why transplantation may be a good treatment choice for you. As mentioned previously, kidney transplantation is the most natural treatment option. Since your normal kidney function is restored, you will no longer need dialysis. With transplantation, you will not need a catheter or an access for hemodialysis. There are many reasons that transplantation may not be an appropriate treatment choice for you. there is a continual risk that your body will reject the transplanted kidney. You will always be required to take medication once your transplant is completed. As with any drug, anti-rejection drugs do have side effects, including reduced resistance to infection, and you will have the risks associated with surgery.
I'm sure that at this point you have a lot of questions. That's natural, and your renal care team will be happy to discuss your questions and concerns with you. But first, let's hear some commonly asked questions from other dialysis patients. Will dialysis cure me?
No. Dialysis is only a treatment. It will not cure what caused your kidney failure, nor will it cure other diseases you may have. But it will make you feel better and allow you to lead a more normal life. What if I decide I don't like my treatment choice? Can I change?
Well, it's quite common for patients to change treatment options. You'll probably have several methods of treatment throughout your life. For example, a patient may only be on dialysis while waiting for a transplant, or a patient may change from hemodialysis to peritoneal dialysis. The appropriate new access will need to be created before a change in prescription can occur. Can I still work while on dialysis?
Many patients do continue working. They schedule their dialysis treatments and work into their normal routines. How can I find out more about kidney disease and its treatment?
Your doctor and your renal care team are your first choice for more information. They may be able to provide you with brochures, flip charts, or videos. Ask if there's a kidney patient group at your center. And finally, there are several kidney groups that you can contact.
We hope that we have given you a good overview of how the kidneys work and about the treatment options available to you. Now it is time for you to discuss these options with your doctor, nurse, family, and other members of your healthcare team. Your healthcare professionals will be there to teach and support you, answer questions, and provide regular follow-up care and supervision.
As you begin to think about these decisions, remember that many other people have kidney disease and have learned to live happy, active, productive lives. By understanding your condition and the important role you play in your treatment, you've taken the first step towards a healthier life.
Baxter Healthcare. Stay in touch, a kidney education program. 1-877-543-6394.